much, and hello everybody. Since I was a boy, I dreamed of a future where people were living and working on the moon. A future society where robots and humans are cooperating to explore and do business. That dream led me to pursue a career in the space industry. And after studying at Sydney University and Tokyo University, I was lucky enough to be able to make my dream into a great career. I'm now an experienced engineer and senior manager in the space industry. And for over 10 years, I was striving to explore the moon with the European Space Agency at White Label Space, Google Lunar X Prize team, and at the X Prize Foundation. During that time, I became intimately aware of a very big problem that's stopping our society from expanding onto the moon. Temperatures during the lunar night are extremely cold, colder than liquid nitrogen. Imagine that you were on the moon at this red X mark. How long would you be in the darkness and how long would you be in the daylight? Well, we know that the lunar cycle takes around a month. So, in fact, you get about half of that month, 14 days of this extremely brutal cold temperature of liquid nitrogen. This young scientist is putting a banana into a bowl of liquid nitrogen. Did you ever try this experiment when you were at school? What happens to the banana? It breaks, it's brittle. Why? Because the banana's physical properties have become so compromised by the extremely low temperature. Imagine you put this electronics board into the same temperature, into liquid nitrogen. What would happen? Well, in fact, this electron microscope image shows what would happen. The electronics literally break apart, and you don't even need the hammer. This is just due to the extreme temperature. So space mission developers need a way to protect their spacecraft against these extreme environments. Take a look at these mountain climbers. Look at their clothing and equipment. Imagine that you were going to such an extreme environment. You would take a lot of time and money to choose exactly what you take because your life depends upon it. Their equipment is warm, tough, lightweight, and water resistant. It has special features like pockets, zips, and Velcro straps. In a similar way, Moonlode plans to provide great equipment for hardware that's going to the moon, advanced materials and quality design features to protect the hardware against the extremely cold lunar night. Our customers are developers of payloads like this one that are going to fly to the moon on the next generation of commercial lunar landers. There are over 50 groups around the world right now developing payloads like this. Some of them cost over $50 million for their mission, but importantly, none of them can survive the lunar night because these landers don't support lunar night survival. If we could extend those missions just by a factor of 5 through the lunar night, it would overcome $1 billion of wasted opportunity. In fact, we're going to extend it for many times, more than 10 times. And so it's a massive extension in our customers' mission activities. Our lunar night survival solutions are based upon 3 key technologies. High performance thermal design with extremely good heat reduction. Efficient batteries with solar cells to charge them during the lunar day. And integrated communications that work after the landing system has stopped working. We're already engineering our first prototype and we're partnering with Japanese company Orbital Engineering for the advanced materials. Last decade, the Google Lunar X Prize kicked off a new industry of commercial lunar lander companies, including iSpace in Japan. NASA then set up the CLPS program to further stimulate the market. And they've already confirmed more than 40 payloads to fly to the moon. We see a moon boom with hundreds of payloads flying to the moon every year. To go after this market, our leadership has the right combination of executive level experience in the international space industry and technical skills. I worked in VC-funded space startups and at an X Prize team, and I'll bring that to the management team. Our company roadmap is focused on creating value. Right now, we're working hard with internal funding, but we're aiming to get flight heritage soon through Australian Space Agency funding. Our technology is to help us capture the beachhead of vehicle-mounted payloads, and then we'll move into lunar surface deployed systems and eventually the multi-$100 billion markets for lunar surface infrastructure. Our highest profits will come from proprietary hardware designs, which we see giving around $1 million of revenue per customer. Space exploration is an inspiration for kids. We need an exciting and positive future for young boys and girls to dream about, like I did. Thank you for your attention.